Welcome to the deep dive. We're here to sift through, all the information out there, research, articles, notes, and pull out what really matters, the things that help you get truly well-informed.
That's the goal.
Today, we're diving into something called geroscience. It's a fascinating field, really, and we're focusing on, something everyone thinks about. Not just living longer, but living better. It's all about extending your health span, those years you live in good health, free from the big chronic diseases. Our mission today is finding those key insights for a longer, more vibrant life.
And that difference, lifespan versus health span, it's absolutely key. Medical science has done wonders for lifespan. People are living longer.
Definitely.
But the real focus now, the cutting edge, is delaying that age-related decline, keeping your vitality, your independence for all those extra years.
Makes sense.
And what's so interesting is how our everyday choices connect really deeply to what's happening inside ourselves. We'll get into some of those connections.
Okay, let's unpack this then. The core pillars.
Right.
Physical exercise for longevity. Let's start with cardio.
Good place to start.
What really jumped out at me from the research was honestly pretty surprising. Even just like 5 to 10 minutes of running each day.
Yeah.
It can cut your risk of dying from cardiovascular disease by, get this, up to 45%.
45%? That's huge.
It's huge. And it's not about being some elite marathoner.
Yeah.
The biggest jump in benefits comes just from going from, sitting on the couch to moving consistently.
That initial step is powerful.
Incredibly powerful. Just get moving.
And building on that, you've got strength training, which is just as vital, really. It directly fights sarcopenia.
That's the age-related muscle loss.
Exactly. That gradual loss of muscle mass and strength. And this is where that concept, the centenarian decathlon, comes in. It's a great way to think about it.
Okay, tell me more.
You basically train now for the specific things you want to be able to do easily when you're, say, 90 or 100.
Like practical things.
Totally practical. Picking up a grandchild without thinking twice. Carrying your groceries up the stairs, just getting up off the floor if you happen to sit down there.
Right. Things you take for granted now.
Exactly. So by building that strength today, building it to a higher level than you strictly need right now, you create this buffer or reserve against that natural decline that happens with age.
I love that centenarian decathlon frame. But quick question, what if someone feels like, oh man, I'm already feeling weaker? Is it like too late to start building that buffer?
Oh, absolutely not. It's never too late to start building strength and muscle. The body is remarkably adaptable at any age. You might not build it as quickly as a 20-year-old, but you will get stronger.
Yeah, it's encouraging. Okay, so we've got cardio, we've got strength. What about flexibility and balance? These sometimes feel like the forgotten cousins.
They really do, but they shouldn't be. Avoiding falls is obviously critical as we age, and balance training is key for that.
Sure, makes sense.
But there's more. There are real cognitive benefits, too. Training your balance can actually strengthen the parts of your brain that control movement.
Interesting.
And it can even boost something called BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor.
BDNF sounds important.
It is. Think of it almost like fertilizer for your brain. It helps keep your neurons healthy and sharp. So balance isn't just physical, it's cognitive, too.
Wow. Okay. So movement variety is key. Now, what about intensity? We hear a lot about HIIT, high-intensity interval training.
Ah, yes, HIIT. It's a really powerful tool in the longevity toolbox. One big thing it does is combat inflammaging.
Inflammaging. So
Yeah.
inflammation plus aging.
Precisely. That low-grade chronic inflammation that seems to drive a lot of age-related diseases, HIA seems particularly good at damping that down.
Why does it do that?
Well, it triggers cellular renewal processes, things like autophagy, that's basically your cell's internal cleaning crew, getting rid of damaged parts.
Okay, autophagy, got it.
And also mitochondrial biogenesis, which just means building new healthy mitochondria, the power plants of your cells.
So better energy, less junk.
In a nutshell, yes. And this ties into a fascinating concept called hormesis.
Hormesis. Okay.
It's the idea that a short, sharp burst of stress, like intense exercise, is actually good for you. It challenges your cells in a controlled way, and they respond by getting stronger, repairing themselves, activating these anti-aging pathways.
Like a vaccine, but for stress.
That's a great analogy, actually. It primes the system. But it also means, interestingly, that if you immediately take something like an NSAID, an anti-inflammatory, right after a hard workout,
Yeah.
you might actually be blunting some of those beneficial hormetic adaptations. You're stopping that good stress signal.
Huh. That's really counterintuitive, that idea of good stress. So for someone listening, how do they hit that sweet spot? Enough intensity for hormesis, but not, overdoing it and causing damage.
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? It's very individual. Listening to your body is key. Pushing yourself, yes, but allowing for recovery. It's about consistency over time, not crushing yourself every single day.
Right, recovery. And while movement is building and repairing, a lot of that crucial work happens when we're still. Let's talk sleep.
Absolutely critical and often underrated.
It's definitely not just passive rest time. It's vital for brain health, isn't it? That lymphatic system clearing out waste.
Exactly. During deep sleep, your brain basically runs a rinse cycle, clearing out metabolic byproducts, including some proteins linked to Alzheimer's risk.
So skipping sleep is like letting the brain's trash pile up.
Pretty much. That's why the recommendation holds strong. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep per night. Quality matters as much as quantity.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have exercise, sleep. What else fits into this holistic picture?
Social connection. This one is huge and sometimes surprising to people.
Really? How so?
Well, studies consistently show that strong social ties are one of the biggest predictors of happiness, health, and even longevity. Sometimes even more so than physical activity levels or income.
Wow. More than exercise.
In some studies, yes. Having people you can rely on, feeling part of a community, it has a profound biological effect.
And the flip side must be true too then. Loneliness.
The flip side is stark. Loneliness is a major health risk. It significantly increases your chances of heart disease, dementia, depression, and dying prematurely. It's a serious public health issue.
So connecting with others is literally good for your health span.
Absolutely. And of course, we can't forget optimized nutrition and mindset. They're vital pieces of the puzzle too, creating that overall holistic approach.
Right. So wrapping this up, what does it all mean for you, the listener?
It means that true longevity, that vibrant health span we're talking about, isn't about one magic bullet.
No silver bullets here.
No, it's holistic. It's about weaving together these different strands: varied exercise, good sleep, strong social ties, nutrition, mindset.
And the key really seems to be consistency, right? Small efforts done regularly, adding up over time.
Precisely. Those small, consistent investments build that cumulative health span.
Okay, so here's a final thought to leave you with, something to mull over.
If exercise, as we discussed, creates a kind of good inflammation, that hormetic stress that actually promotes anti-aging, what other things, maybe things that feel stressful or challenging, might our bodies actually be wired to benefit from?
That's a provocative question.
It is. So
Okay.
we encourage you, think about one small, consistent step you could start today. What's one investment you can make right now in your future health span?